The reality is there's a couple of problems with HIE, a couple of challenges, but the problem is at the point of entry of the data. We have different definitions of data. We have different standards for our data entry clerks, otherwise known as clinicians. We have clinicians that we don't have agreement across our individual hospital, how we're going to enter data in certain cases. And now all of a sudden you're saying, hey, the HIE serves the region. And if you think we're going to be able to control or get closer by just plugging some technology on top of this for a region like Southern California, where my clinicians can't agree with the clinicians within our own health system, how are we going to do that across a region? What's the state of HIEs today? And where do you think this is going?
And that's sort of why I landed on that article, because again, while some of it sounds really cool, I don't necessarily agree that HIEs have solved a lot for us in healthcare from the broader concept. It has brought a lot more data and information to be available to providers, but is it when they need it and where they need it and something they trust and all those things people talk about for 10 years now. I think that the plan, right, the long-term concept is if you've got one sort of unified medical record, but none of that helps unless it's fully integrated into the workflow of what the physician's doing. So the example I think I mentioned earlier is, has it really kept people from ordering unnecessary CTs, whatever? If you're the ER physician, someone presents, and that's sort of in the care plan that's going to happen for you, is it integrated real time that someone across town from a different system actually just got a CT last night? It may be available to you, but it may not in your EHR, which is probably different from theirs, while you're ordering that as you go through. I don't know that that happens. And just like a lot of the other information that's out there, it just becomes information overload. How important is all of that? What's distilled down to drive insights while you're delivering care? And just as you said, everyone thinks of everything different. It used to crack me up. So 100 years ago, before I became a CIO, I was a software developer, and we did sort of EHRs before they were very clinical, right? But it was a lot of it was billing and things that we did at the time. And I love the fact that our actual billing forms were the UBs, whatever they were at the time, UB82s, whatever they were, and UB was uniform billing. Well, yes, everyone used the same piece of paper, which later became the same electronic form. And while it was called uniform billing, every organization, including all the payers, treated each one of those fields differently. So while they were printed out, they looked the same when they were printed, but the information on them meant something different to every organization. It's no different in electronic information.